Hello everyone, happy Monday and welcome to Forbidden Lands. See all those chicken dances? Look at you. Thank you for your patience. We had a bit of a delay due to unforeseen circumstances, which is fine. And we figured, why have a 40-minute pre-roll when we could just tell you ahead of time, you know, so that way you know, right? Trying to value your time, right, Kat? Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
Exactly.
Oh,
I meant
that
this cat that I picked up.
That cat.
But, you know.
No, I know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about cat. Damn.
No, listen, she's gonna call herself out like she can do that, but I'm not gonna. I wasn't gonna.
Well, I mean, I was on my intro, but I mean, like, yeah, I was like, I'm the reason why we're all late. So just
Yeah. So this cat.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But yeah, we're just not even gonna go around. We're going. Oh, he's gone now.
Okay, that works.
Oh, he's back now.
I left my normal cover in the bedroom.
Oh.
But we'll just go.
Oh, what were you doing
we're
with the
gonna
camera
go-
in the bedroom, Frank?
Camera? I said my normal cover.
Well,
goes
yeah,
over the-
but I mean, why was the cover
I was getting
there
dressed.
without the camera? Oh,
Obviously.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
Would you like a DM later? Huh? Jeez Louise.
Well, it was a nice show.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, it was good. We
Yes.
started well.
Yeah.
Great start.
Very good. Very good.
It was like wax drink.
I'm just gonna
It's like
put
shit.
something in my mouth so I don't have to
It's
speak.
just straight whiskey.
There's alcohol in here.
It is. It's just pure green alcohol.
So
rubbing alcohol.
to make it easier, so chat isn't confused. If you see me staring off the camera and talking, it's not that I'm actually talking to the group during the game. I have somebody here, so I am also live performing.
It's good time. But instead of doing the hi, who are you character, I know we have to. Bloody has her normal scheduled time, and we'll go a little late, but she'll have to dash right at 4 Pacific, which is totally acceptable because that's what she committed to, and we respect schedules here. So let's go into this. The last time on Forbidden Lands, our party kind of took their time to figure out what the group dynamic is. They've felt a little lost. They've felt frustrated with each other. They don't have the glue that is Fayuka around to kind of whip them or hit them with the staff into shape. And so as a result, the party has been dealing with internal strife and struggle, getting all of that aired out. Unfortunately, due to some perhaps noisiness on their behalves, some sand scales burrowed into the home that they were hiding in. And a battle took place, which was a lot more difficult than they thought it would be. Perhaps due to some very, very, very interesting roles.
Perhaps.
But perhaps they did succeed though. And after that success and more soul searching and building a brand new mall, they looked off in the distance and saw a plateau, one of the only landmarks in this desert in what we know as Idaho, off to the northwest. It's nighttime. They had all packed up to get ready to travel at night to not deal with the heat. And that's where we return to them.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah, as ready as can be.
Well, I don't have to worry about walking at the moment. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I'm ready.
I guess so. Is everybody in good spirits now that you have your Peyuka in our group, I think we are ready to actually disembark.
All right, then let's head out.
Right. Okay. Up on this rider.
And we see Zyde maybe give a hand to help boost up Manasa up onto the Strider, the horse-like machine that has been given to them by Fall City.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how does it feel?
Little weird.
A merchant queen should ride like a queen.
Wow, look at you being all nice today, huh?
Zari knows
I'm
that
always nice.
flattery will get you everywhere. Especially in merchant business.
I'm learning. Okay, make sure we don't leave anything behind, especially supplies.
I think we
Yeah,
packed
food.
everything
The
up.
food.
So
Remember the food?
we did.
Okay.
And I'd be slapping the bag on the Strider.
This baby can hold so many rations. Slap.
Well, I say, if we come across anything of importance of anyone, or maybe even the tales of the ghastly things that may be coming up, we have plenty of jerky to throw their way. Maybe they'll be distracted with that, because I'm not eating it.
You're kidding? Don't you dare.
What, you want to eat that jerky?
Wait, is that the human jerky?
Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, no.
There's really no other place it could have come from.
But I mean, maybe. There's a chance.
You're welcome to
right?
try it if you want.
You can
I mean,
definitely
how
have
can
my
I
share.
tell, even if I do try it, though?
Maybe you'll like it.
Didn't you get upset when we fed you human jerky last time?
Wait, you knew? And you fed it to me?
No, it
Like,
was revealed to all of
intentionally?
us. No, not intentionally, but you
Oh.
blame me.
Okay, listen, this was in the past. Okay, let's just move on. But I mean, we don't have to throw it away just now, you know? Maybe later on we'll figure out that it's actually made out of animals.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Humans are animals at the end of the day. So, we can also trade it later on. We don't have to tell anybody where it came from.
That's just okay. All right, can we just go? But
Yes.
please don't just keep the jerky somewhere that we know where it is. You know, just for emergencies.
So, we head this way or this way?
Well, that's the question. The plateau is that way. You can see it there.
Oh,
I
All right.
can't think of any other way we should go from here. We don't really have a direction.
yes, and keeping scout of shelter somewhere safe is very, very much a priority. I'll keep my head on a swivel.
I think
I
that's
will
our
lag.
best bet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I will lag behind the group a good bit. After you.
All right, I'll lead the way.
And we see the party walking through the clear desert night. Stars illuminating most of the land. They're able to see what seems like miles, which is why that mesa really sticks out. It is out of place compared to the rest of the dunes. Looks like it's going to be maybe, well, it could be a mile, could be more. Does someone want to try to estimate that? You can roll if you'd like.
Absolutely. Would I be able to apply my navigation to that?
I think navigation and determining distances would apply very well. Yes.
Awesome. So that's going to reduce whatever roll to by 3 steps.
I was going to say difficulty 4, so that would make it a difficulty 1.
Okay. And that's perception?
Yes. Well, that'd be navigation. And oh, that's a skill you have, isn't it? An
That's a
ability.
skill that I can put it in the chat there.
Ah, that's the just an ability. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, just roll your perception or a navigation, so to speak. A difficulty 1. Yeah, you just succeed. Yeah, it's about a couple miles away. It looks a little closer than it is, and as you kind of note, no, that's a really big mesa. It's just it's 2 miles away, but it's really big.
Well, it shouldn't take too long, but I can't see where it ends. Can any of you?
Not me.
No, I can't see anything from back here. It just looks larger and larger.
What?
Problem?
What?
I,
You're atop the strider. It's hard to see and hear.
I said, I don't see much back here. It just keeps getting bigger. But keep your wits about you. The sun likes to play tricks on us even at night.
Who's up front?
I am.
Okay. Could you give me a perception, a difficulty 4 yourself?
$18.
Very nice. You see, as you are walking through the sand, maybe occasionally a gust of wind kind of hits your face with some sand in the air, but in general it's pretty clear. Not a terribly hard breeze. But you see what looks like the sand moving up ahead. Not in like the sand scale way, but it's moving. It's pulsing almost. Maybe a good 100 yards ahead of you.
I hold up a hand.
What's up?
I'm going to point where I saw it happen.
What's happening? Do you need me?
What's going on?
I'm not sure. I think I see something moving over there.
All right.
Like what kind of something? Like a big something or a small something?
What exactly? How big did it look?
Well, the more you concentrate, if you get any close, are you like edging closer, or are you staying about 100 yards away?
Yeah, I'm not moving.
Okay. You
I would have
note,
stopped as soon as I saw it.
yeah, like the sand is kind of pulsing, and then you kind of focus in and squint a bit more, and maybe a little past it, there's another spot that's kind of pulsing, and maybe 3 or 4 feet in diameter. Almost circular pulse spots. And then you look again, and maybe you see another one farther back.
I'm going to slowly back away and take out my bow. I'm going to back away towards the group.
Okay.
Mikhail, what's going on? Are we fighting?
I'm not sure, but there is something moving underneath the sand up ahead. There, and there.
Should I use my focus?
I think so.
Okay. And I would go ahead and turn mine on.
It's out of range. It was 100 yards away. You've got about a 30 to 60 foot range on your focus.
I'm gonna have to get closer if I want to see what it is.
You're not going to just walk there. Come on. And I reach my hand out to help her on the back of the strider.
We should consider going around.
Is everything okay?
We need to know if they're fast enough,
I
though.
signal for Zaire to come closer.
Zaire gets close to the ground and just kind of like slowly taps up. What's going on? Oh. Okay. Do
As
not
long as-
move the strider.
We can just get a little bit closer to it.
It vibrations
be able
may
to use her
tip whatever
focus.
off. Be very careful.
Do you think it has to
May.
do with vibrations?
Maybe. If it's pulsating, it could be some kind of communication.
You don't think the machines would attack another machine, though?
If they do not talk to each other, maybe.
Well,
This
what if
one
it's a
we-
sensor or something like that?
We
There's
don't
only
know
one
what
way
it
to
is.
find out.
If we get closer, then maybe you can tell, but I think the safest option is for us to go around.
Okay, I will move. If it moves with me, then we are in a predicament.
You're
I'm,
slow.
I am very fast when I need to be. I rather
Not as fast
one,
as Strider.
It only takes one thing to knock that Strider down, and once you are on the ground, you will not be able to get back up.
We're not going to be right up front to it, though. We just need to get a little bit closer. And if we have to get away, the Strider.
I do not
is
want to
better.
lose you. Okay? I got it.
Okay, wait, but what if Manasa just stays back here with me and just Alkali, whoever needs to, gets on the Strider and,
Yeah,
goes wherever they need to go?
I could do
Then
that.
we lose a Strider and her.
But it's the
She's way
safest.
Then why don't you ride the Strider then? I would
Hey,
feel more comfortable that way. And just
That works,
you on your
right?
2 legs.
Okay, listen. I have been in a lot of predicaments before. I know how to escape. But that Strider is your ticket, Manasa. If something goes wrong, you ride like the wind as fast as you can.
I am not going to leave any one of you here, including you. I'm getting off this Strider. Alkali, help me.
Don't get her off, please. We don't have much time. Please let me do this.
You're not going alone, and I'm the one with the focus.
I'm just testing to see what they do. Or it
Well, then if
does.
you're testing, then why don't we not even just walk over there? Why don't we just shoot something?
Then
We have nothing
aggro
to
it.
shoot. We don't know.
Not even an arrow.
No, I mean, we have nothing to aim for. If it's in the sand will stop the arrow.
He's got a point.
Do we want to test it though to see if perhaps Zairi's theory of vibrations affecting it?
Maybe we could throw something instead.
Throw it far.
Yes. Yes, we can do that. Not the jerky. Something else.
MK,
Yes.
how far do you think you can throw?
Oh, I can throw.
Opposite direction of where we're moving. Wind pickup is. Can I automatically tell where the wind is coming from or no?
Yeah, the wind's, it's like it's coming from the northeast.
Northeast. Go with the wind, not against it.
Wait, what am I throwing and where?
That's what we're going to do. Are there any rocks or anything around, or?
Yeah, you can find some rocks here and there. It's a desert, so they're not that common, but yeah, you can find occasional rocks.
All right. Yeah.
Like pretty big
There's
one?
Maybe like golf ball sized.
Okay.
There you go.
Very smooth
Thank
due
you.
to the.
You don't want to. Not telling the size of this, whatever this is. If you throw it too far, then it may not notice it. But you want to throw it in a direction opposite of where we want to go.
Okay. Okay.
Everyone prepare your weapons.
All right. So I'm just gonna turn around and throw the rock, towards the opposite direction.
Okay. I would love. Okay, so where are you trying to hit? Because the weird pulsing sand was about 100 yards away, so that's the length of a football field. So where are you trying to hit? Because he said to go with the wind, so are you going past to the left of it if you're going to kind of loop around to the right, or like what? Just trying to get it determined for difficulty of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with the wind, right? Not against it. Wherever Zairi pointed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to kind of throw it not directly, like in a straight line to us, like kind of like off our path. See if what happens. I don't know.
Okay.
as
Okay.
far away as I can, I guess.
Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and give me it'll be a speed check. And it'll be, speed. It'll be difficulty 5. Now, a failure on this won't mean that you're not going to throw. It's just I want to see how far you're going to throw it.
Okay.
So it's not like if you fail, you just drop the rock at your feet.
All right. 1 effort. Actually, 2 effort. No, 1 effort.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Yes. God damn it!
It's okay.
Okay. So you needed a 12. You got a 7. It does fall short. Maybe you get it, maybe like 60 yards. It's not that bad of a throw, but not exactly where you wanted it to be. And you kind of see it hit the sand and bounce once and then sink in. And no noticeable change in this pulsing sand spots.
So the rock doesn't sink?
No, not at least 60 yards ahead.
Okay.
MK,
Yes.
would you be able to use your Terror Blaster to shoot a rock instead of a trap?
Do you mean my Fannin?
No, your incapacitator.
Yeah. I mean, Are we really? Are we doing this? I mean,
I'm just.
I could try. I've never actually tried to do that.
If we do not decide quicker, I am
Okay.
going to run
Run where? What are you gonna do?
You don't get
in
to
the
make
direction.
decisions like that.
I feel that we are in danger. The longer we stay here. Look, I know. I promise I wouldn't put myself in a situation like this, but this right here is a call I have to make. She tried. I promise I will not put myself in immediate danger. I can escape. Believe in me. If something goes wrong, right after me with the Strider. Okay?
You're not going alone.
All right.
Then I take the fastest one we have. Nikhil? If you're comfortable. If not, it's okay.
Zairi. I think that Alkali and I are the fastest. Perhaps she and I should go.
Okay. I'll stay here.
Protect her. And I would
With
motion
my
over
life.
towards Manasa. Okay.
Zari just backs up towards her.
All right, are you ready, Nikhil?
I pat Zairi on the head. I'll be fine.
I hope so.
I'm ready.
Okay. So you two are gonna ride towards. So give me the rough plan of what you're doing and how you're riding.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, so where are you running? I mean, toward them, yes, but
Yeah, I think the plan is, and I'll probably point this out to Alkali and say, we run straight at them, then we move to the right.
Okay.
Say, as soon as you're able to get information from the spirits, let me know, and then we'll break right.
Okay.
Watch
should be-
their movement. If they mimic you, you turn face.
I nod my head.
I nod as well. And I start booking it over.
okay. I'd like both of you to give me speed checks. There'll be 2 speed checks. The first one is going to be a difficulty 2.
Running, I'm going to use.
Running as
Okay.
well, yeah.
Okay. So difficulty 2 for your first running check, as they have a skill, those who are listening. Okay. So you both succeed, no problem. Running in the sand is a little difficult. You maybe start to feel a little more winded a lot sooner than you'd expect, just because of the weird resistance you get when running in sand. But it's only 100 yards. You see the two of them dash off away, heading directly at the pulsing spots in the sand. And they pass the rock that MK threw at the 60-meter mark. or the 60-yard mark, and they keep running. About 20 yards ahead, you start to see what those pulsing spots in the sand were. They look like they're craters or inverse craters. They almost kind of look like, for lack of a better thought, a volcano. 3 4-foot wide volcanoes.
Am I picking up anything on my focus while looking at this?
Not yet. You're still a little too far away.
Okay.
You'll need to get about within 10 yards or so.
Do you see that?
Yes, what are they?
I don't know. They look like volcanoes or craters or something.
Any? Do you have any read from the spirits?
No, I have to get closer.
All right, then keep moving, as fast as you can.
Okay.
You keep sprinting. Give me your second speed check. This one, difficulty 4. You can use running again.
I'm gonna use an effort as well.
2 successes as well. Very good. As you continue to run at these strange, almost volcano-looking craters here. Once you get about 5 yards away, your focus doesn't pick up any machine types of any kind in this, and your foot hits wet sand. You
Mikhail!
immediately brake to the right as described before, getting away from it before you start to sink.
Is it just me?
I'll say you were up front since you were trying to scan, so you would have hit the wet sand and been able to pull away just in time.
I'm going to brake as soon as I hear her yell.
I'm stuck.
You're not stuck. You're okay. You were able to. Your speed check was able to get that.
Oh, I was able to get out. Okay.
You
It
felt
was just
it.
starting to sink. Okay.
Exactly.
Keep moving.
Okay.
You're okay.
I guess once we sort of get far enough away, I look back and I sort of check and see if anything else happened.
No.
I look back to the group if I can see them.
You can. They're within eyesight.
Right, and then I look at Alkali. What was that?
I don't know. I started to sink into the ground.
Into the ground?
In the sand. It was.
And the spirit said nothing?
No, I didn't pick up anything. I don't think it has anything to do with old one technology or anything. I just felt my foot start to get caught.
That is strange. We should make our way around then, I think.
Yeah, do you wanna see if we can find how far out this is?
I suppose. I'm going to sort of see. Can we still see where the activity was happening?
Yes, you can. For
Yeah.
those listening, by the way, these are real things called sand boils. But yes, you can totally see them. They have not moved. They're
Yeah, I was gonna
stationary.
say. I assume we saw, Alkali kind of like slip and divot and like run back.
Yes, you all saw this take place.
Zaire, that didn't attack them.
I don't like it. Something's not right here.
Isn't that always the case?
No. This place is filled with death.
Well, they're not running back.
What are they
Maybe-
doing?
Maybe they cannot get back. Maybe it's smarter than we think.
We'll give them a little bit more and then we'll go after them.
This place.
One of
It's
us will
hungry
go after
for-
them, I should say.
Maybe just let them out there as bait. When they get back, we're going to have to figure something out really fast.
Okay, but let's let them tell us first what these things are.
I think I probably look to Alkali and I say, okay, so if... Did you see any more of them? Or was it only those? I only saw those when we were moving forward.
I only saw those as well. It had such a large radius. Like that wasn't super close. We weren't even that close.
We need to go around them. I think that's the only way.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll signal the others and have them come to us.
Yeah, I guess.
And I'll sort of make like a beckoning motion towards them where we are, away from the sand boils.
Hey, Zairi, Manasa, Nikhil is waving at us. Just
Is he waving away or towards
I see
us?
that. No.
We still have the Strider, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
I do not like this.
Should we go?
MK up on the Strider.
What?
Let's go.
Me?
Is there
Yes.
is there a way I can tell that like he's not just like, is he like just waving like, hey, or
sort
is he
of-
doing like, okay.
It looks,
I just want to clarify.
Gesturing over.
What is the weight limit on that thing? Is there a weight limit?
Are you asking them in character or are you asking me?
I'm asking them in character.
Great, just wanted to
No.
check.
It is a machine made for hauling, for holding lots of weight. I think you are not that big.
Oh?
Let's go.
Suddenly I'm not that big?
You're
MK,
never that big.
MK, get on.
Okay, fine.
Up.
I get on.
All right.
I'll have my Nasa in front of me, by the way. That's how I'm gonna be on the Strider.
All right. You lead. I'll be behind.
See if you can keep up. And I
I
like
will.
kick it. I like into like I don't want to say
Yeah.
like a trot, but like a bit of a gallop.
Okay, yeah. And it begins to do its best to gallop in the sand toward the rest of the group. Up
Dan,
ahead.
out of curiosity, when I took a look at the sand while running, did I notice any sort of like discoloration, or did it look exactly like the rest of the sand?
Once your foot hit wet sand, that's when you probably may have noticed the sand was a bit darker.
It was, okay.
Yeah. A bit darker. I mean, wet sand. You know, like the difference, like if you go to a beach and, you know, where the
Right.
tide has been, that's more what that sand looked like. But when it's dark out, it's a lot harder to tell until you're right there.
Right.
All right, so I'm just following behind them.
Okay. And after a few moments, you all meet up.
There was something strange up there, and Alkali almost fell into the sand.
Into the sand.
Wait, what? Whoa, what was in there? What?
So-
What did you find?
We saw these like these crater type things. They almost look like a little mini volcano, but with sand. And
What is
When
a
we-
volcano?
when we got closer to it, I noticed my foot started to sink when I was running, and I realized that the sand was also wet. It looked and it felt wet in comparison to the rest of sand.
See what I
know.
say? What looks dead on the surface is alive underneath.
What?
The earth is hungry.
Have you heard of anything like this ever?
Not me.
I've heard of those being eaten by the earth in many circumstances, not in sand, more wet areas with a lot more trees, deeper forests with wet pockets, water maybe more, I guess, muddier, but not in dry areas such as this. This is dangerous.
Yeah. So we need to make sure that we're treading very, very carefully and keeping an eye on the floor.
So it is nothing that mimic your steps.
No. It's, I don't know what it is.
How close are we to it?
Maybe 30-ish feet away. Not from the wet sand. I mean, maybe 20 or so. It depends on how far away they got away from it.
Okay,
I'll leave that up to them.
I kind of want to get close to it.
Okay.
I just want to walk up.
I see him starting to drift off, and I'm assuming he's pretty close to Strider. I snag his coat or his cloak.
I want to study it. Maybe we should bring some with us.
You've
Think
never
about
heard of the term curiosity killed Osram?
No.
I've never heard that.
Really?
No. What?
I'm surprised.
Well, think about it. Okay.
Do you know what
Here's my
happens in that story?
What?
You just said that
They die.
curiosity kills the Oseram.
Exactly. Thank you, Nikel.
But in these standpoints, I have an idea. Maybe I should be better at communication. What if
You
we
think?
bring...
Why are we going to poke our nose in something that we know is obviously dangerous instead of taking that energy and resourcefulness and figuring out a way to maneuver around it?
I think we should be moving around.
Where
It's-
should we be moving towards?
It's hot during the day. Yes?
Yes.
Here,
Yes.
this is wet. Right?
All right.
Why don't we take some and rub it on us during the day?
Take some what? Rub what on us?
Of this?
Oh,
You want
what?
to take the
Wait, to keep us cool?
Yes?
sand, wet sand.
I hate sand.
If it's wet sand, isn't it like wet dirt? You have never been in a forge before to where it gets so hot that you might have to wet dirt to put it on your body?
I've heard of mud, I just never heard of sand.
Maybe we should bottle some up.
All
Never
right.
know what you can use it for.
Never know what you could use wet sand for.
Have you ever heard of wet sand?
We have water.
But this looks different. It has its own source.
Maybe there's
I'm
water
very-
underneath the sand.
I'm very interested. Maybe we should dig?
All right, so now it's not just trying to look out for danger, it's more so to sate your curiosity.
Well, the more we learn of
Sounds
what we
familiar.
tread on, the better. The spirits are not talking to the chosen one. Maybe it's time for...
Maybe because the spirits know that it's not worth our time. But if you feel the need to do this, I don't see why not. As long as you're careful. We'll wait here.
Thank you.
I'm going to try and see if I can find if there's any difference in the sand a little bit further out. I'll stay close.
I'm just gonna kind of like be on the rim and just like touching it.
Touching it like hand, stick, foot. Okay.
Yeah. If I see a stick laying around, I'm gonna poke at it. I don't want to put my sword on it because it'll.
Yeah, you
blade.
don't. There's not really a forest anywhere nearby, so no sticks out
No
here.
sticks.
But
Okay. Maybe a rock. Throw it
every
in
now
it.
and then, yeah, you might be able to find a rock here and there. But if you put a rock in it or poke it, the rock kind of sits on top of it because they're pretty small. But poking it, it feels like wet sand.
There's not... Oh, down. No swallowing. Not enough weight. Do we have something I can put some of this in?
Do we?
Give me some of your metal. This
Wait,
looks like
what?
Manasa. There's something. You have something shipped.
Do not demand of me.
Fine. Don't worry about it. It just returns back to the group. What now?
I look at Alkali and I go, did you hear him? I say it kind of under my breath, like,
I'm going to look at some sand and see if I can find a dry spot.
now you too
Good.
are obsessed with sand. What is...
I'm trying to find a way for us to not sink into it.
All right.
You don't need to roll for that, Alkali. It's easy enough if you just skirt the edge and go around it. It does eventually stop, and there's nothing in between you and the mesa if you just keep effectively going straight north.
And am I super far from them at this point, or is it pretty close?
Nah, it's pretty close. It looks like the wet sand from the craters maybe goes out 20 feet or so, and then after that it's not too bad.
The sand changes over here.
Is that where we can go around?
It looks like it.
All right. Well, let's keep moving.
Zari just kind of walks with him and just keeps eyeing it. Could have been something good.
I can't hear what you're saying, Manasa.
Does he say that? Does Zahiri say that like under his breath, or does he say it kind of like audible enough, like he's talking to himself, but like?
Yeah, it's like talking to myself.
I roll my eyes.
I will pat Manasa on the back a little bit.
MK, reach
Yeah.
into my pack and get me that broken arrow canister.
Okay, I'll try. I'll just... Can I actually find it? Is it easy to? Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
just,
Yeah. It's very
you go.
organized.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna take it and I'm just going to like just tap it on Zahiri's head.
Oh. Thank you. Like he kind of like gets over there and just like starts kind of scooping in the sand. Hey.
I have not seen him that happy. Ever.
You know what? As long as it keeps him content and we can still travel, then I'm fine with it. The next time he needs to say please.
Small steps.
Sorry, smiling and waving in the background with a container full of wet sand.
Yeah?
Okay.
You got it?
I am ready to go.
Oh!
Thank
Yay!
Alright.
you. Manasa.
All right. Well, then let's keep moving towards this plateau.
Over here.
Start to walk towards Alkali.
I also bring the strider towards Alkali.
I also bring the the same strider.
Great.
Behind him.
Very
It's a team effort.
Yep, yep.
perfect. And y'all reconvene and are out of the range of the wet sand.
We continue on.
Okay. After about 20 or so minutes of walking, and you all are feeling a bit tired and fatigued, because if any of you have walked in sand before, especially long term, it's gonna have a bit of a wearing effect. I'm gonna need everyone to give me a speed defense of 3.
I'm not going to jinx myself this time.
Those of you on the strider can have a speed defense of 2. Those failed, you just lose 1 point of speed.
Zary's too into his
Do I
sand
gain
anyway.
one?
No. nice try, but no.
I tried though.
Hey, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna dash you for trying.
Play the Rocky IV montage music.
And she's like just sitting on a horse, like.
MK's got like a
Yeah, what
thick
up?
beard.
I just like turn around, full bearded, and whoa!
But yeah, you make it to the bottom of this plateau. The mesa itself stretches up pretty far, maybe a good 200 feet. It's tall. You saw how expansive this was. Maybe it could even be 500, 600, 700 feet wide. It feels out of place. But as you've gotten closer and looking up, greenery at the top of it, like a hidden forest or something. Vines trail down the sides. The reds and the oranges of the mesa mix with the greens of this hidden forest. Maybe like an owl hooting in the distance.
I would rub my eyes aggressively. Am I seeing stuff, or do you all see that too?
I
There's a
see it
delusion.
too. Signs
It's
of
a delusion.
life in this blasted place.
How is that possible?
Be careful. Don't go running towards it's a trap.
Well,
Is that water?
It may well be.
What are we waiting for? If there's water, we should go.
oh, now we should go? Now you're not afraid of it?
I don't know about you, but I want to wash the sand out of my ass.
Well, maybe if you were playing in the fucking. Okay, you know what? You know what?
I gotta pee so bad.
I can't believe it.
This is important.
Just look at it.
Can we at least grab some water first before you wash your ass?
You have
Please.
water.
That was Nikel laughing, by the way, not me.
Well, at least you made me kind of laugh, so that's
And
something.
he just starts running towards it.
God!
Zardy takes the lead and sprints at the plateau.
Is there any way that looks
there
like we can
trees?
get up there?
Well, you might have to look around a little bit or just attempt rock climbing, essentially. There were vines hanging down, so you might have a little bit of assistance with that.
Okay, I'm a fairly experienced climber. I'm going to start I'm shaking my head and I'm actually laughing as Zairi's just trying to climb up, and I start to gather like a rope, and I start to prepare some climbing gear, basically to make our way up this plateau.
Can I
All
attempt
right.
to climb the vine?
Yeah, you absolutely can go ahead and give me a climb check, Zardy. With no prep as you're sprinting, it's going to be a difficulty 5. Just kind of thematically how you described that. It's just you sprinting and I'm imagining almost in kind of the leap at the side and trying to cling to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pat Alkali on the head.
Just because I'm being dangerous.
I don't directly look at her
Yeah.
when I do it.
Okay. Well, bust my ass.
It's more so like a as they're doing this, it's more so like
Vine
a
snaps, he lands on his ass about 2 feet down.
so I'm looking at it, it's more so like hey, look, but it's like I pat her on the head.
It's dangerous. It's not. Do not come.
Okay, all right.
He bruised his tailbone very slightly.
Wait,
Dan?
are you okay?
No, ha
Huh?
Well,
ha. The ground is.
MK,
I
He
MK,
looks okay. He looks
MK,
okay.
get get off the strider and help him.
Help it.
What was that, Alkali?
If I do like a little look around, am I able to see any way at all to hopefully get the Strider and Manasa up there, or no?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
And this is intellect. I'm gonna put a point of effort into it as well.
Success. Yeah, you see Zyde leap at the wall, grab a vine snap, him land on his ass in the sand, but it's close to this plateau, so he may even hit a little bit of rock on his way down. Nikel kind of adjusting his gear, testing different vines as he's looking to climb this. Manasa kind of like hand on face to MK, looking kind of excited. And yeah, you see, looks like a switchback. Maybe not used. Your perception's good enough to see that it may not be used, but there's definitely a switchback here into this mesa.
Oh. Are they absolutely blind, or do they not see that?
I think
Says
they're
to
just...
herself.
Oh no, I'm saying it out loud and I'm pointing it out to Manasa.
I think they're just really excited. As am I.
Let's go.
All right. MK, hang on.
Okay.
I'm going to full on try to attempt to gallop and just like charge on up through like the area that Alkali pointed out.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Hang on.
And the Strider with the two of them atop it begins to gallop and go up the switchback up to the mesa. Nikel, are you climbing?
After them.
Okay, you're walking after.
I mean, I was getting my gear kind of like ready for a climb, but if someone pointed out the switchback, then no, I probably would just go that way.
Okay, so you might have been like even getting your footing ready and like grabbing a vine and find the right one, and then you hear her point out the switchback she saw.
Yeah.
Zyde kind of gets up and walk me so and they go, oh, why didn't they say so in the first place?
I think you were a little over anxious.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to make sure it was safe.
I understand. It's the first time that we've seen anything green in several days.
I'm almost tempted to eat it. The vine.
Maybe there's better food up there.
All right, let's find out. Oh.
And the five of them walk up. Well, 3 of them trail behind. The Strider makes it up first by a good bit. You step up and you're in a forest at the top of this mesa. It is a fully lush, thick, maybe good several acres of forest. It's humid up here. The ground cover has been untouched. You definitely hear the hooting of owls and maybe scampering of some small creatures.
What?
There might even be what sounds like a creek in the distance. Somewhere in the forest, you hear some trickle of water.
Are we dead? Did we all die?
What?
Is this heaven?
How is this possible?
Maybe we died back on that train. Maybe.
What are you talking about?
What? What? How is this real?
I
I've
don't
heard-
care. I want
I've
to
heard of
wash.
tales.
I want to pick up something like water and throw it all over my body, and then I just want to lay down.
We know you want to wash your ass. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Absolutely.
I
You should
mean-
want to do it too.
I do.
mind your business, okay?
I mean, if I can smell you, you are my business. So let's find out what we need to find out.
I'm going to take a look around. Before we get too excited, let's make sure that we're safe.
Right. Okay.
I'll go scout. Which direction are you going?
I guess.
Let's say you're on the east side of this mesa, where the switchback was.
I'd probably head towards the sound of the water.
That's where I wanted to go.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I'll go opposite of him and just kind of circle around to meet with him. Just make
Okay.
sure our perimeter is safe.
Sounds like the water was close to wherever the center of this forest is. Again, it's acres, so
Yeah.
it's pretty big.
I am going to circle around opposite of you, but close enough so you can see me. And we'll meet together, make a perimeter.
I'm also
Maybe
going to
mark
keep an eye
some
out
line.
for any food, potentially.
Okay. You have a hunting skill?
I have a
Or is that
survival
just
skill.
tracking? Survival would fit for that. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a difficulty 3 survival.
When Zaidi hears him say that, he like slowly turns to MK.
Do not eat any mushrooms or animals or anything that moves or looks yummy to you. Not yet.
I was not going to. Baby.
Manasa, do you know what this means? This was only like a day away from Fall City.
The tales were true. That's for sure. I don't understand. People that traveled out here, they never returned. And I don't know why.
I don't either.
I'd like to find out why and hopefully not meet the same fate.
We won't. Right, MK? And I would kind of slap MK on the back.
I think that's
All right.
actually a really good spot to take a break. It's a really good spot to take a break. So, we will be right back. Just a real quick 3 minutes. All y'all get some water, go wash your piss mittens, go do whatever you need to do. I mean, maybe don't, maybe wait on washing your ass for the moment, because that might take a few more than a couple of minutes.
Unless you have a bidet.
But we will be right back. Feel free to check out all these lovely people. Give them a follow. Look at the Patreon. Look at that sweet Money Cook Games link. All that awesomeness. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you here in just a moment.
Oh, we're
Hi, everyone, and welcome
not
back.
around. Wait, hold up.
I would say, guess what we were talking about before the break ended, and you won't be able to know because I won't confirm anything for you.
Sand. Nothing but sand.
We return. The three of you are on the edge of the forest on this mesa's plateau. The dirt is soft. It's very fertile topsoil you're standing on. Maybe moss mixed in. It's just nice. You haven't been somewhere lush since maybe if you visited the Sacred Lands. It really feels like that if you've ever visited the Norris Sacred Lands. Just calm.
Okay, this is amazing. Can we stay here? Can we just stay here?
At least for a night, right? But we have to keep going.
We have to leave, but like...
I'm sure this won't be the last that we see of this.
You think so?
Yeah. I have a good feeling.
I hope you're right.
Do you see that bird over there? It's so pretty. Look at all the colors. We don't have anything like that in Meridian.
What?
Well, Alkali brings up a good point. The flora and fauna here could be very much so different from the stuff that we see back in Meridian or in our lands.
Any of you have a skill or something related to flora or fauna knowledge, you'll have an opportunity to roll that. Otherwise, it would just be a standard perception style check. An intellect based. So if you don't have a skill, it'll be an intellect of 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah. Any of you can roll it if you'd like. Now, you've traveled a lot, Manasa. You may have seen some stuff like this before.
DM, I'd like to use my experienced adventure ability, so I get a minor special effect.
Oh. Let me. Could you hit the little chat box next to that so the chat and I can see what that ability does? When you roll a non-con-stat skill, if you didn't roll a natural 19 or 20, you can apply a level of effort. So you need to apply effort to do that. So you do spend points. But you'll get a minor special effect. Okay. So you need to roll int, or you need to spend int effort.
That's what I did.
Cool.
I took it out.
Okay. All right. And Alkali with a success. Yeah, these are species you've never seen before, Alkali. Like, never. They're birds, yeah, and they're maybe you see a snake, like, slithering through the grass, but you haven't seen those markings before. This is all new. And, like, there's a bird that's golden head with, like, striped black wings, almost, patterned as it flits about. Again, you've never seen these before. Manasa, you might have seen some of these animals migrate at one time or another because of all your travels. It's possible, but I mean, you've seen a lot due to your travels. So it's maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but you've never been in a place like this before. The forest is very different from the sacred lands or around Meridian.
I would like some help. You remember that time when I ate some mushrooms and they were really good for me? I mean, so I was thinking, I'm getting kind of hungry. And maybe, this place has something to offer us in that respect. What do you think?
Do you want us to try to shoot that bird?
No!
I mean, I could.
I mean, sure.
I nod at Alkali like,
Dan, does that bird
Probably
look
do.
like it has a lot of meat on it?
No. For those listening, and if you recognize it, it's a goldfinch. Is what the bird looks like. They're not that big. They've got a golden head. They're beautiful. They've got a nice little trill they do when they fly about.
I mean, they're searching for things, but my focus might be able to help me find something a little juicier.
That's true. You can totally give me a... Now, that one's not going to be a perception check. That's going to be more of a survival skill.
Okay.
So you can use your focus for it, which will help and will give you an asset. But survival, I'll say 5. You're looking for something juicy, but you do have an asset.
And that's intellect?
Yes. Well, yeah, I would say that. The way that you're doing it is intellect. For someone like Nickel, it might be more speed-based. Could be.
Okay, I'm also going to go ahead and apply... I'll do 2 effort.
Oh, my.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh.
Would you like to accept the GM intrusion there, Alkali? Or deny it with experience paid?
I will go ahead and take the experience.
Who are you going to give experience to?
I'll go ahead and give it to our hungry MK.
Hungry hippo. Thank you.
Okay. Alkali scanning, trying to look for things maybe that might make a good dinner, breakfast. It's you've been traveling most of the night, and you even look around. Maybe you start to notice, oh, daybreak is really soon. I'm starting to see the sun come up, and you kind of put 2 and 2 together. Oh, the birds. The birds are usually right before daybreak. Okay, that would make sense why we're hearing them.
Diana, I have a question.
Yes.
Is the forest thick enough that the sun would not actually, penetrate?
It'd be pretty difficult. You can look, you're on the edge of the forest. You haven't dove or crawled into it much like Nickel and Anxiety, but it would definitely have it would be difficult. It would be darker for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
But, Alkali, you are scanning for something juicier, as you put it. And maybe you kind of peek in a little bit because you think you see something. Is that a deer? That could be really good.
Do you see anything?
Oh, I think I can see a deer or something. That might be nice.
Deer?
Yeah.
Oh my. Ooh, I'm getting all excited.
No, that's not a deer. That's a lot bigger. That's a lot bigger.
What?
Ladies?
Yeah?
What?
The deer looks over at you with its 5-foot wide rack.
Is it time for dinner? Or breakfast?
This thing is maybe 7 feet tall at its shoulder. It's monstrous. You're gonna need to roll for initiative. This animal, not a machine. You thought it might have been a machine due to its size. It's not. It is giant. Roll for initiative. Difficulty 3.
Sorry, guys.
First of all, holy hell, those rolls. MK, you get to go first in general, and as a minor effect, you can actually move without having to roll to go a short distance. That's your minor effect. You can move and take an action without a penalty this round.
Perfect.
She's on my strider though.
That's correct. She can hop down with no problem and move. That her minor effect means she has no issues with movement right now. Maybe you see when she mentions deer, you see a small dribble of drool go down MK's face. And the adrenaline spike.
It was a lot.
The adrenaline spike as she drools for meat hits her hard.
Could she control the strider?
Yeah, I mean, you both have access to that. If she chooses to, she could, or she could hop off and sprint at it. That's her call. She has a minor effect for movement. I'll let her interpret that as she wills.
Okay.
But she gets to act first in general. How far?
How far away is the animal?
It is on the tail end of, I would say, short. So it's like 50 feet.
So could I reach it like in this turn?
With your minor effect, you absolutely can reach it and still do an action.
Well, you know that I'm going to. I see it. I see it, right? I can see it.
You absolutely do.
Okay. I'm like, holy shit! I grab Fuka. And I'm gonna run in! And I'm gonna smack it! In his fucking head!
We see
you reach
MK
it?
pull out her maul, sand scale headed, snake topped maul, and charge what we know as a moose, but they only know as a monster sized deer. I'm gonna need you to give me an attack roll with Fayuka, the maul.
Oh my. Okay.
Difficulty 3.
Okay, I'm gonna put in 1 effort. I'm
Okay.
gonna put in 2 effort.
Okay.
Yes.
For those wondering, she is not trained in heavy weapons. So she has an automatic penalty of 1 difficulty. But MK is far too hungry. As she charges this moose, it lowered its head in its rack. And she sprints full force, maul up above her head, and swings it down, cracking one of its antlers off entirely as the moose bellows. What are the two of you doing?
I've hunted before.
Mm-hmm.
Would I possibly be able to guesstimate the location of the heart on this animal?
It looks like a deer. Very, 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 very big deer. It looks like a deer. You could guesstimate. Whether you're right or not, I'm not sure.
When I was looking at with my focus when it came in, would I have been able to see like any sign of like its heart or anything like that? No, right?
Yeah, they don't usually show organs with that. It shows more outlines and like hollow image.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead then and take my sharp shot bow and try to nail a shot where I would think the heart is.
Okay. That'll increase the difficulty by 1 step if you're okay with that.
Okay.
You're trying to be very precise. So that'll be difficulty 4. You're trying to aim for its heart.
Right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply an effort to that as well.
Okay. And a success. The arrow flies and hits in the chest. The moose lets out a high-pitched scream of pain as the arrow sticks out of its chest and it begins to thrash and flail. Manasa.
I'm going to take out a blaze canister out of my pack, and I'm going to take the charger, and I'm going to go run straight towards it.
Okay, you're gonna need, if you're gonna move to it, you're gonna need to roll a speed check to get to it first. So difficulty 2 speed check.
Okay. Speed check. What was the difficulty again?
2. To move a short distance instead of immediate. And you can. Just on the exact nose.
I am on the Strider too, by the way, for chat.
Mm-hmm. So, riding up with a Strider, you have a blaze canister out. What are you doing?
I would like to essentially, because I'm sure it's like rearing around like in pain and whatnot. Yeah. So I'm going to attempt to ride along the side of it, try to like go around the side of it, and I'm going to see about like throwing a blaze canister on it.
Okay.
So kind of like a drive-by on a Strider with a Molotov.
Now, normally you need to pierce them in order for them to explode or catch fire. They're pretty sturdy. As you as a merchant would know, I will give that to you for free. So if you throw it at it, more than likely it's just going to bounce off.
Okay,
you need some other action upon the canister for it to erupt.
I would like to use a player intrusion.
Okay. I like where you're going with this. What is
I'm
the player
going
intrusion?
to expend an XP to use Lucky Break.
Describe Lucky Break for me, because I think this will work very well with what you're thinking of doing.
All right, let's see here. Lucky Break. I'm going to put it in the chat too. Something unexpected happens that is to your advantage. A rope your opponent is hanging from might snap. The person you're debating in front of an influential priest might trip or forget what they were going to say. Or something that was supposed to last only a round or two lasts a little while longer.
I think Lucky Break would fit pretty well in this situation for what you're trying to do. All right. Tell me how throwing this blaze canister at this moose causes the moose to catch fire. Please tell me how that works. It's your narrative at the moment.
All right, so I'm riding the strider and I lean forward and to the side that the moose is at, and I throw the canister. It bounces off of the moose, and while the moose is thrashing about, it tramples the canister with all its force while it's thrashing, and it like cracks it open.
And an eruption of flame occurs. MK, I'm going to need you to make me a difficulty 1 speed check, defense. Difficulty 1.
Okay.
This was lucky on her part, but you're still definitely next to a moose that has erupted a blaze canister.
Yeah, let's see if I get the same lucky break. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh! Holy shit.
That's a speed defense of natural 20. Yes, you definitely don't catch on fire.
Damn!
Okay. I'm going to hold on to your major effect,
Thank you.
but you do get one for that
I
dodge.
do have a minor effect from earlier if you want to hold on to that as well.
What was the minor effect? Hold on. That was for your initiative. Oh, no, you already did that. That was your movement. You got the free movement with your
No, I
initiative.
had them one before that. That we didn't do anything about. I had one. Let me find it. When were we rolling?
That was a speed check when you were...
It was a different speed check, though.
Yeah, that was something else entirely.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Good to know, but yeah. I thought I factored that in already to what you were doing. I just didn't say it explicitly. Sometimes I do that. You just get a benefit, and it just goes into the narrative. But in this case, you have a major effect, which you'll hold on to for a second. So, the moose tramples the blaze canister. Fire erupts, catching its fur alight. The moose is on fire, flailing, screaming in pain and agony, and is starting to thrash about. It attempts and tries to hit you with its other side of its rack. Major effect, you don't need to even roll a defense check for it. You move out of the way incredibly deftly, MK, and wind up and swing your maul if you choose as you get to go next and attack.
Yeah, I would really like to put this creature out of his misery right now.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll if that's what you're doing, unless you're doing something special or different.
So, okay, can you please describe what the direct environment around us is right now?
Yeah, you're on the edge of the forest, so it's a lot less tightly packed trees.
Okay.
There's I think like a thinly, like a sparse forest that gets thicker as you go deeper. So the outskirts, maybe trees are 5 feet apart sort of thing. So you can still see and kind of move and duck behind trees, and the outer trees have lower branches due to the fact that they don't have to compete for sunlight. Underbrush, maybe half a foot tall. What are you thinking? What are you doing, MK?
Not a lot of options, huh?
I mean, what do you think? What do you mean?
What the hell?
You just hear me riding off to like, because the Strider obviously is taking a very, very wide turn. You just hear me laughing.
Okay, I'm gonna try to smack him again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so maybe when you dodge back, we see you kind of do a step back and use your momentum getting out of the way to swing wide and hard. Go ahead and give me yet another attack roll with Fayuka. Difficulty 3 this time. Unfortunately, this particular swing misses. You swing around, it is too wild in its flailing as it's on fire, and you just barely miss it. What are the other two of you doing?
Seeing this, I'm mildly freaking out because this entire place is a forest. And we just set it ablaze. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and land another shot on this poor thing that's obviously suffering, and see if like maybe just like a slight bit off is where this poor thing's heart is, because I obviously missed the mark last time.
Yep. Yep. It'll be a difficulty 4 attack again in order to try to hit its vital organs. With another success. And the arrow flies, sinks into its chest next to the other arrow you shot. And with a small, high-pitched noise that only a moose can make, it collapses, smoldering.
We need to put this out now! And I'll be running over and trying to get like dirt onto whatever is on fire.
Okay.
I come trotting on my Strider and I just look.
Go ahead and give me a survival check, difficulty 2, Alkali.
I don't. Okay, and based.
Yeah. I'm basically saying what I think the skill would roughly be for you. Ooh, and a 6, and you needed a 6. Yeah, so you see Alkali run over to the moose. She just knows it as a large deer, but take off maybe like her outer jacket, since it was colder at night in this desert, and begin to kind of start doing the waving padding on the fire to put out its fur. And thankfully it doesn't take too terribly much. It is actually a lot harder to burn a living thing without an extra set of fuel, though the blaze does stick a bit, kind of like napalm. It went out quicker than you thought it might. The smell of burnt hair lingers about, and that's where we're going to switch to our other two in this forest. While they are not traveling next to each other, their goals were similar. They fanned out in different directions, listening for the water, this trickling of what it sounded like a stream. And they're hitting it from different angles, hoping to meet in the same place but cover more ground. I would love for both of you to give me a tracking check of difficulty 2.
Wait, do I have track? I think I have tracker.
Following and
Tracker
identifying
gives
tracks.
you... Yeah, following and identifying tracks is probably what you're looking for.
Oh, yes. I see it.
Yep, tracker gives you a few skills.
Difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. It's not that hard. You've found water before. And maybe after a good 10 minutes of going through this forest, and you don't hear what took place. You kind of moved pretty quickly through the forest trying to find this source of water, and the birds and the trickling of water and even the forest have muffled a lot of the sound that you would have been able to hear from before. It's been maybe a while since both of you have been isolated in a forest before, and well, maybe it's peaceful or maybe unnerving, depending on who you are. But you do hear the water in the distance.
I have 2 squirrels that are probably tied and over my shoulder.
From the roll before, by the way, for those
Yeah.
listening. Okay. They're hefty squirrels. They're not small. They've eaten well in this forest, so maybe lack of predators or something. They've been able to get a good amount of meat. But after that 5 minutes or so of tracking, listening, ignoring the wind that rushes by, checking for moss, seeing where as it starts to get a little more damp on the ground. And
Can I check for plants and aloe and stuff like that? Anything that's like medical?
that
maybe
would
even
be
berries?
definitely a survival check if you happen to have the skill. If you don't,
Oh,
it would just be int. You're looking for medical specifically. That's difficulty 4.
well, like yeah, anything that can be used for our benefit.
Yeah. Let's say difficulty 4.
so
Survival
intellect?
check. Intellect if you don't have survival. Mhm.
Yeah, put effort. Nice.
A success. Yeah. You recognize some of the herbs a bit. There isn't aloe. This isn't, well,
Yeah.
at the moment, this isn't a desert. This is almost maybe a rainforest in its feel. The humidity in the air throws you off a bit, but then, I don't know, that lichen, I think I've seen that before in the Sacred Lands or something very similar. Yeah, I think that's got kind of a numbing agent to it. That could be really useful. Maybe Nikel could put that into a healing poultice of some kind, and you're able to get a few scrapes of it, enough for what you think might be 1 poultice. And after collecting that, you and Nikel both around roughly the same time, you getting herbs and whatnot, and him getting squirrels and maybe some other things to maybe even start a fire for the squirrels. May have grabbed some kindling on his way. You arrive at a clearing, which is what feels like the center of the forest. A stream is running through the middle of it.
I think Zaid is just gonna be like, woo! He's gonna start screaming or howling.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Absolutely. Come here, look at this.
The stream runs into a pond in the middle, maybe a good 20-foot, 30-foot pond.
Come here, come here.
Ah, good
Please
find.
tell me. Can you fish?
I can try. It's
That's
not my
fine.
specialty.
I will jump in there and I will spear. Have you ever speared a fish before? You carry
I
a
did
spear.
catch some squirrels.
Oh, wait a minute. You have to hide that when we get back. We don't want MK seeing this.
She's probably starving.
Probably. She might eat the squirrel and your shoulder. I also found some of this. Yeah?
Oh, that's very... Yes. Yes, we have this in the Sacred Lands.
So I ask you, why do we need to continue? Maybe this is a sign. This has obviously been here for so long. Look at this squirrels. Look at the moss. Those squirrels are fat. They have not been starving.
No.
Maybe we were wrong. Think about where we came from. Maybe they did have game. Maybe this is a sign for us to protect this.
Is that what you really think?
If the spirits have ever led us to anywhere with answers, this is it. There's food, water, sustainability, medical supplies, maybe?
Could
I
make
say
healing
okay,
potions from this.
Yes. I say, maybe we don't have to stay, but we don't have to leave so soon either. We could be fit, not malnourished. Look at this water.
I think it's a good place to rest, friend.
Yeah.
Both of you, please give me a difficulty 2 perception. Intellect.
I was like literally looking for perception.
Ah. 2 successes. Both of you notice. Near the pond, where the stream is moving into it, and a couple feet wide of a stream, but the pond has a patch of flowers in a perfect triangle. And in the center of that is a very strange looking metal flower.
Wait. Do you see that?
Yes.
Is this another sign? Is this an answer to my... Should we get closer?
Let's take a look.
The flower is maybe a foot tall. Maybe about yay size of a crock pot.
I have never seen something like this before.
I know what you're thinking, Whack, and I'll let you decide.
Neither have I.
Damn it. When I think we get away from the machine finds us.
It's still a good place to rest.
I say, we don't tell the others immediately. I don't want to steal their fire.
We definitely don't want to steal their fire.
But we definitely want to keep an eye out on this place. I will mark. So I just want to kind of go around and just mark a tree or...
Yeah,
Can you make...
yeah. You can. Since you found your way here, go ahead and give me a following and tracking skill check, difficulty 2, just to know how well you can do it. Yeah. You'll be able to find your way back to this clearing. Should be easy enough. The grass under your feet is nice and soft.
Let's just hope. This is sustaining life here. He kind of takes out his sword. But beyond God, never time to rest.
It's better than the sand.
Aye.
There's life here.
Lots of it. More life than I have seen in...
It's been
surrounded
some
by
time.
so many... There's nothing dying here. There's a circle here. It's the first one I've seen in such a long time. Well, good news is, this flower, this thing, no matter how long it's been here, this has survived. Hasn't been tampered with. It doesn't look like. It's hard for me to think positive of the machine. It's killed so many.
Well, we haven't seen anything like what we saw everywhere else just yet. For now,
Yeah.
I think we can take proper rest here. We can gather supplies, food, medicine, before we decide if we want to continue.
Can I check and see if there's fish?
You totally can. That would also be another tracking skill check. Difficulty 2. While he's doing that, Mikkel, why don't you go ahead and give me a int check of 3. To see if you smell something. And yeah, there are fish. Not giant fish, but, decent. Maybe small trout sized. Very small trout. Mikkel, you smell the scent of roasting meat?
I check for the squirrels, and
They're still dead.
Yeah,
Not cooked.
I didn't light a fire.
Fire? What are you talking about? We have near water.
The others, maybe? You don't smell that?
I just put my
smell
nose
it now.
Roasting meat.
Yeah, as he points it out, you smell it.
Meat?
I didn't start
No
a fire
squirrel.
yet.
No, and no squirrel meat will come this far.
Maybe the others found something.
Are they in danger?
Let's go look.
Right. Hurry on.
And the two of
I'm
you
gonna
wake.
trot back.
Okay, yeah. So maybe it's mildly hurried, but you make it back no problem. To the rest of them, and the sight you see is I'll let them describe it.
I just have my sword ready. I'm like, what?
You'd probably see the girls just sitting around the fire with like some sticks, fashion some meat to put it over the fire and start cooking some of the moose that's like on the floor over there.
Zai just kind of like,
Welcome back!
You two see the most giant deer in your life.
What is that?
You're welcome.
He looks
Dinner?
back at Nicole. What's the way? What's the way?
Breakfast?
What,
Food?
The
what
squirrels,
away?
we don't want to be showed up.
Oh,
I look
Did you
at I
guys
look at
squirrels?
Zaire and I just
Throw the squirrels. give me a speed sleight of hand check. Difficulty 2.
Well, we found a lot too.
Oh no!
throws the squirrels in the fire and they ruin. Oh! No way! Zaida just hears.
Do you want to accept?
Definitely.
to, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Take your XP. Give an XP.
I'm crying.
I'm giving an XP to Zaire.
Okay. Yeah.
We have found meat too.
The squirrel.
yeah?
The squirrels, he throws them, the rope gets caught in his arm, it swings around and ends up flopping directly into the fire.
Oh, you brought
Oh, you brought some kindling. I see.
yeah, very
No,
nice.
let me see if I can get
Thank
this
you.
out.
Oh, wait.
A stick and try to pull it out.
Be careful.
See if I can get them out of the fire.
I can get it. I can get it. It's fine.
Oh, can you?
Well, that is the biggest. Is that what is that a machine with fur? What?
No, it's pretty
deer.
good. You should try some.
It's edible. It's
How
meat.
did you?
He like comes and like positions his body next to it.
How did? Who did?
Hey, you know what happened? I smacked it across his stupid head with this.
Yes, she did. It was actually amazing to watch, you know?
You took
And then-
Fayuka and you slapped
then-
it across the head with her.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
I did!
And then Alkali here shot it multiple times, you know, and she carved it herself and I set it on fire, just
You set it on fire. And not the forest?
Yeah,
No.
Why did you
forest
set
isn't
it on
that dry
fire?
enough. Because I could, and I was on a strider, and it was pretty awesome, I might say. Right, ladies?
She pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess.
look, that doesn't matter anyway. We
This
can
is
eat.
so much
Let's
meat.
eat.
How are we going to
Meat.
finish?
Yes.
Oh wait. Did you put some aside to dry?
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yep. There's still a little bit
He
more to
just
carve,
holds his
I
hand up
think.
and just drops his sword.
So, what did you guys find?
Water. We
Medical
found water.
supplies and water.
Oh,
Lots of
water.
it.
Excellent.
And fish.
Perfect.
And
And fish.
yeah, and he was getting ready to like say flower, but he kind of held it back. And yes, life. I want to stay, at least for a couple of few days.
We can't.
Please.
Is something wrong?
I have been around so much death. So much loss, always on the run. And when you find something that welcomes you in for a change, you don't want to leave it. Kind of like you all.
Diary. Diary. I appreciate the words. I'm gonna need you to get it together. You're lucky I can't just walk over there and slap you across the face.
Do you want me to do that for you?
No.
I can.
No,
Absolutely
it's
not.
all right. I was being a bit sarcastic, but meaning is we're not running. We're exploring. There's a reason why all of us are out here. If we stop
Maybe-
now, if we get too comfortable now, what will all of that hard work, what if all of that danger we've been through accumulate to?
A few days won't set us back too long. We can bundle up supplies. There's so much to be had.
You
We can
make it
carve
seem
new
like we're not
bows.
going to run into anything. You make it seem like, this is the last we're going to see of all of this.
What if it is?
I don't plan on letting that happen. You shouldn't either.
Okay, 2 days.
What do you mean, what if it is?
What if this is? And he's just kind of remembering the flower.
Did you find something? What's...
No. Water. Fish. Medical
Okay.
supplies. Wood. Comfort. We need a break. A couple of days is not gonna hurt us.
Okay.
I expend an XP.
immediately. Amazing.
I expend an XP to use my player intrusion familiar sight. You know this person well enough to give insight about their motives or intentions.
Correct.
Thanks, Nikhil. He's just there be like, sucks for you, bitch.
Maybe don't wear your heart on your sleeve, buddy.
Sucks to be you. Sucks
Yeah,
to
it's-
suck.
Nikhil isn't exactly the best person to rely on to help with hiding emotions or.
Anybody else
Yeah.
screenshot his look? He was just like,
Yeah, he's definitely leaving something out. Like you don't even need to like manipulate or try. You can just see
All
again.
right,
He
so he's
wears his
just,
heart
like-
on his sleeve.
drawing
I just-
like a line in the sand with his sword.
I just sit here like this, like rested against the tree, and I'm just staring at him. Because I know that, like, I know him so well that I know that I can give him the look that, I call bullshit.
Okay, fine. We found some flowers. Okay, flowers. Pretty flowers.
Okay.
I haven't seen that since Oseram. And those flowers weren't as pretty.
So you want to stay a couple of days because of some flowers
It's a sign.
from a
sign?
sign?
What do you mean?
Yes. Hell, the spirits are talking. You didn't just find
I'm
them.
going to stop you right there. Don't you dare bring the spirits into this. You just gave hell to Nickel for believing in the All-Mother.
Okay, no.
And now you are bringing in religion
no.
and belief in spirits and all of that.
No, it's okay
Nonsense.
to believe. It's just don't be controlled by it.
Well, you are being controlled by it.
No.
You want to
This
plant
is
yourself
evidence
here
that we
because
should
of some
rest.
flowers.
We should just rest. You look at this. Look at
We
what
are
you've
resting.
done.
We're resting right here. But you want
For
to stay
what?
for a couple days, and then what
Yes.
happens after those couple days? Just
We
a couple
leave.
more?
We leave. No.
If
Let me
I may,
guys-
if
what
I may,
if we just spend the night or the day, okay, just stay for now, and then we decide what to do
It's
tomorrow?
going to take longer than that for this to dry. Look, 2
Mikhail,
days
what
is
were you saying?
nothing.
if I may, listen to Zaire for a moment. Resting for a few days is a good idea. You hurt your leg. We've been encountering machine after machine, and we have had to deal with a very difficult situation. We're low on supplies. Yes, we have some supplies that have been given to us by the Banuk from Fall City, but this place is bountiful. We can find new supplies. I can make some potions to help us in case we run into any other problems. And frankly, I'm tired of seeing sand as well.
Yes.
I mean, he does have a point. We'll have all this meat
And
here.
there's plenty of food.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and he looks over. Leather.
Yep.
And leather. Yeah, but
I could dress you something very nice, Manasa.
I don't want clothes.
I tore your leg apart pretty bad.
Yes, well, you're not the one who wounded it.
But
We will stay here for 2 days, but no more.
that's
Or I
what
leave
asked.
without you all.
No.
oh wow, look at you. Where are you gonna go?
Your
in this
leg
shape?
needs to heal, and I can
2
dress
days.
something popular.
2 days.
All right. 2 days.
2 days.
Starting tomorrow.
I look at Alkali. Then we keep going.
2 days.
So tomorrow and the next day, and then we're off. Same time as today.
What kind of flowers did you find, by the way?
I didn't really stop to sniff them because I smelt burning.
I know you're lying.
I am not lying. I definitely found pretty flowers, right, Nicole? Found pretty flowers.
Mikhail, Zaire. Look at me. Look at me. Did you find drugs?
I mean, I found medical supplies.
Is that all?
I-
Well, since Zaire won't be forthcoming, I shift my gaze over to Nikel. And I give him that kind of that mom look, what did you find?
I look at Zaire and I said, I don't think this is going to change their mood.
Okay, fine. We found something odd. It is a flower.
Okay.
Mikkel, would you like to elaborate for us?
Yes. It was a sort of metal flower growing in a
A metal
circle of other
flower.
flowers. Yes.
Metal?
Yes.
Machine.
Well, we don't know. We didn't have time to look at it, really. There was the smell of burning meat, and we weren't sure exactly what had happened.
All right. Why leave it then? Or why not tell us?
Zaire may have been worried that people's... Well, that all of you might have gotten upset. We didn't want to ruin the mood.
I understand.
I just don't think there's a point in keeping secrets.
Agreed. Especially since Zaire himself was just going on about keeping secrets and not listening to spirits and following your own path, and he's just a jumble of emotions.
Well, I already cooked some meat for you. Y'all want to sit down?
I think that sounds great.
We're gonna take not a break, but we'll just be here really 1 second. Tech just had a power flicker. He'll be right back. He said he's getting back on. I'm gonna AFK real quick here, but we'll just give it a minute. He should be right back. So don't touch that. We can just do this so the whack doesn't have to worry with camera stuff.
I've already been doing it. It's okay.
Look at this. Look at this man. Maybe I won't get up then. For goodness. Look at this professional.
No peeing for you, Dan. Let's finish the scene up.
Listen, okay? I drink a lot of coffee, and I just don't like this disrespect.
I like that. Oh.
And actually, real quick here, you know what we'll do? Because since we're waiting for Tech, let's really quick. We're not done, but Bloody, would you mind doing your end of session right now, real quick? We can just do that, so that way if we need to, because you've got that way you can leave when you need to if we go a little late.
Absolutely.
Because she has class at 4, so I don't want to, or like right after that. So yeah, let's just get you into session. Who are you, Bloody?
Hi,
What have you been playing, and what are you gonna do?
Hi, I'm playing MK, and I'm super excited. I have this new amazing hammer in my mall called Fiuka that I use. Yes, and I do the streaming things over at twitch.tv/bloodyfaster. If you want to watch, I'm doing something really exciting tomorrow. I will be Santa tomorrow, and I will be going around streams that are fundraising for charities and giving money to them. So that's pretty awesome.
So cool. And that's through Tiltify doing that with you.
It is through Tiltify. Yes, it's not my actual money. I'm not pretending
that's one of those things. Like, do you have to do #ad for that? You probably technically don't, because it's all charity based, and you're not getting paid because it's charity. It's just more like, I'm giving away someone else's money for charity.
Someone else's money. Yeah.
That's the best way to do things. Anyway, that's awesome. Please go check her out doing that, because that's... Are you going to be streaming it going into streams?
Yes.
Or are you...
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Please go watch her for that charity. What charities are you supporting doing that? Or is it any and all?
Any that go through Tiltify.
Okay, awesome. That's a lot of really good ones. Awesome.
Yep, absolutely. So,
thank you, Bloody.
I'm going to take 1 XP for myself.
Okay.
And then I am going to give 1 XP to Alkali.
Thank you.
Because without her focus, we wouldn't have, seen anything. We wouldn't be eating right now, so.
That's true. Yeah, definitely not because of the GM intrusion.
Well! Yeah. Okay, yeah, and, yeah.
That's it. Well, thank you, Bloody.
I love the polar opposite there, that her GM intrusion yielded a moose. And my GM intrusion yielded 2 burnt squirrels.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, one of my DM intrusions included me getting smashed with a boulder, so at least
That
it
also
wasn't
happened.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I mean, that could have gone really bad. They could have... I mean, they rolled really well on initiatives. Okay. Yeah, Tech says he's good. Pop back in. Back in?
His back?
Yeah, he just said, I'm good.
Nice.
I was just telling him to pop back in. And there he is. And he'll get clean feet up here in a second, and then we'll be able to hear him. And we'll dive back in. But yeah, so that we got that out of the way. So when you need to leave, Bloody, just kind of do a goodbye, and then you can just, you guys leave your camera on or cover it if that works for you.
And I'll just,
Cover it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Tech, can you hear us? Uh-oh, he froze. Oh, God. Oh, no. Did he lose power yet again? If he did, we might just need to go around and we'll call it there if he's out. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here.
Yeah, I mean it's almost
That's
time
all right.
anyway, right?
All right, that'll be a good place to stop since I think Tech may or may not come back. His power's having problems, so we'll just continue going around the table with the goodbyes, and hopefully we do that. I'll do Tech's shout out. Go follow Technique or Technique TV and a lot of other social media places. He does RP. He does RP. He does more RP games or such. I'm just going to tell him now we're wrapping up. Don't worry, sir. Please go follow him. Send him love. He's got lots of cool stuff going on. And yeah, I won't do his end of session for him. I'll let him do that. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tech. Thank you for doing that. Let's go with the whack.
Improv is hard, guys. I'm especially when you have to improv another player's outro. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. I'm Wax Steven. I played Nickel for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was a bit of a shorter session, but I think it was a nice, interesting change of pace. We had like a positive episode.
Yeah. Filler.
Hey.
It's not filler. How dare you? I don't write filler.
But thank you so much for being here. As always, we appreciate you, chat. Thank you so much. And as far as me, you can find me here mostly. Tomorrow is Witchcraft and Wizardry, which is a Harry Potter homebrew thing that we do that I designed a system for. Hopefully you'll come by for that. And on Fridays, I do a show called Rime of the Frost Maiden. The Technique is also on. That I've just been ultra excited about playing D&D 5e again. And the group is just so thrilled to be in like the Forgotten Realms, and everybody's super hyped about it. So I've been really enjoying it. And I'm also streaming because my friends have forced me to begin playing Animal Crossing, and now I'm addicted. Even though it's not my favorite thing ever, I can't stop playing. But for some reason, you guys like watching me suffer and yell at the screen. And if you want to see that, you can come hang out over on my channel, which is just Wax Steven. And you can maybe get some shitty emotes because they're awful. I don't have good emotes. Thank you.
It's the charm of them.
Yeah.
Please.
And as far as end of session goes, I will. I'm gonna give an XP to Zaire, and I will take an XP for myself.
Okay. Thank you, Whack. Bloody already did hers. Faye.
Hi, I'm Faye Lynn. I am a voice actor and a streamer, and you can find me on twitch.tv/FayeLynn. I play all sorts of stuff, including a playthrough I'm doing right now with Technique, who's not here for Divinity Original Sin 2, where he yells at me and I steal things. So it's fun. But for my end of session, I am going to go ahead and absolutely take an experience. And I will go ahead and give one to MK, because Alkali didn't really like the whole fire canister thing. So if there's gonna be any experience, it would probably go to MK for helping take down the moose.
Damn, you hate to see it, Manasa, huh? Yeah, hate to see it.
This poor suffering creature. This poor forest.
Cat says that she's chowing down on bacon like.
Oh, god damn.
Thanks, Faye.
I'm gonna burn it! Burn it!
Let's go to
Holy shit.
the cruel and unusual Manasa
No
for
remorse.
her wrap up.
Like none, nothing.
Cat, who are you and what are you doing? Why are you terrible?
That actually reminds me, because I literally I'm in a YouTube video of Among Us with like Smashly just posted, and it encapsulates all of my chaotic energy. So, anyways, I play Manasa. Your favorite Pyro Loot Goblin is now the thing now. Pyro Loot Goblin. My name is I'mCat, and I'm a creative streamer. I do some drawings. I do some okay stuff. And I play a variety of games. I'm currently getting back into Sea of Thieves because it's actually really good.
There's a lot to it now, finally.
There's a lot to it now, and I'm totally overwhelmed. Also still playing Horizon Zero Dawn. We still need to finish that. Yeah, I play lots of games. I draw some stuff. Set things on fire. In games.
And what did you pick for your end of session?
Oh, I will take an XP.
Okay.
And then I will, instead of giving an XP, I will take that XP for myself. No, I'm just kidding.
If only.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can't take two.
I'm going to give the XP to... Actually, yeah, I'm going to give the XP to MK.
Okay.
For that nat 20, like...
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's fair. Now, I do believe, Tech, you can hear this, yes?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't.
You got an
mess with
XP, by the way, from Nickel, so feel free to mark that.
You.
That was from his end of session.
Appreciate it.
We did your shout out and told people to go watch you and all that fun because you're great. And that you're on Ryan and the Frost Maiden as well. But for your end of session stuff, because I wasn't gonna do that for you. What are you doing?
Yes, I am going to give an experience to Nickel and keep one for myself.
All right, there you go.
Look at these boys giving XP to each other. Look at that.
XP bros. XP bros.
XP bros.
Yeah, the XP bros have swapped XP. It's always good.
A 90s episode now. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Both have mullets.
Oh God.
Hunting squirrels without the girls.
That's actually good. Good jingle.
Yeah, there it is. Good old XP
Someone needs
bros.
to write that song.
Watch watch our one shot next week on Wednesday where we have the XP bros squirrel hunting. Mullets and all out in the deep south in the woods hunting squirrels.
A filler episode. That'd be so dope.
Yep. And I'm thank you, Tech. Sorry you had power issues right at the end, but you're all good.
It was like, do not tell them where it is, what it is.
Do not tell
me. I know, it was so hilarious. I was like, well, I found the
all right, no one gets to know what he found.
You cannot hide it from me.
The secret is...
So what happened? What happened? Was that the cliffhanger?
That was the cliffhanger, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was the cliffhanger.
Awesome.
But I'm Domestic Dan, and that was your GM of consequences today. Not a lot of consequences. I mean, it's a few, but they worked out well in the end. We did get a nice, peaceful episode. We haven't had one of those for... someone sneezed in the background. That was weird. We had a really nice... I don't know, it was peaceful. It was a nice change of pace, like Wax said. Every now and then, players get to breathe. And by the way, all you players, preemptively, you can hit that little rest button on your character sheet.
Oh, thank you so
which will restore all of your points, as well as your recovery rolls, bringing you back to the one action recovery roll. You have been able to take a nice breather. But yeah, so you can check me out at Domestic Dan doing other things. My silversmithing setup is now done and ready to go. So now I need to actually start doing that and playing Demon Souls, doing all sorts of weird things. I'm no longer on Gone because Gone is over. But you can watch other wonderful shows on this channel, like Whack has already mentioned. So please go do that and support these lovely people. Go check out our link with Monty Cook because they're fantastic and we appreciate them. And all in all, thank you all for being here and enjoying this show and showing up every week. You don't have to do that, but we do appreciate that you do. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, all of my wonderful players, for giving me a thing I look forward to on Wednesdays. It's Monday. I don't know what day it is, but I'm here.
Okay.
I don't
look forward to, Dan.
I thought today was Tuesday. It's okay. I thought today was Tuesday.
Wednesday.
I don't Ever since last week, my
Oh, man.
what is a day?
I don't
not
know, clearly.
a name.
what is
Clearly
time
don't
anymore?
know. But I made it somehow, so thank you, everybody. We will see you next week. And we'll figure out what's going on with that metal flower, perhaps. Until then, have a good Monday, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bah.
You didn't actually think you could hide something from me, did you?
Of course not. It's a giant metal flower.